Communities in the state's north and northwest are facing an uncertain night as swollen rivers and creeks keep rising. The greatest concern is at Rochester. The town is facing its biggest floods on record, with the Campaspe River expected to peak in the next few hours, well in excess of the levels recorded in 1909 and 1956. To the west, Charlton has been isolated by floodwaters from the Avoca River, with many residents from there now in nearby Donald. And to the south, scores of trucks were halted near Stawell as the Western Highway was swamped, while at Carisbrook much of the town's infrastructure has been seriously damaged. We start our coverage in Rochester. The situation there has been worsening through the day, and residents say they've been left wondering why official warnings predicted a much smaller flood. From Rochester, Jeff Waters reports.
There was a state of unreality in Rochester when the sun rose to reveal a flood far higher than predicted and which was still rising quickly.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I've never seen it like this before. I've been here all my life.
I got the shock of my life when I came to work this morning and saw it like this. I didn't expect to see it.
Up until late in the evening, emergency authorities were predicting a flood only a little worse than the one which struck here 7 weeks ago, one which would peak overnight. But by morning, even the local SES and police were shocked by revised news that this would be the worst flood the town had ever seen.
The Roxy people will be spewing. Absolutely a bit of a joke.
I heard that it was going to be large, but I guess I didn't have any concept of what large meant, I think.
During the night, the Bureau revised the river height figures based on the modelling, and that resulted in us issuing an emergency alert this morning to advise the community to evacuate.
Most residents had little time to flee, let alone rescue their belongings. Most of the town of about 3,000 is now inundated. The main problem that authorities are worried about here now is not just the evacuation of Rochester, but the fact that this massive body of water is now moving north toward Echuca on the Murray River. The Murray's now 3 or so metres higher than it was during the last floods in December, so the water should stick around there for a lot longer and will be a lot deeper than anticipated. Late into the afternoon, people in Rochester were still being rescued from their roofs. Now, Echuca is bracing for the worst as floodwaters approach.
Rochester has been split in two by the swollen Campaspe River, and it could be 48 hours before the floodwaters drop significantly. A short time ago, Jeff Waters filed this update from the edge of the flood zone.
We've come around to the eastern side of the Campaspe River now, and about 1.5 kilometres that way is where the river is supposed to begin. And there's a bridge which takes you into the main street of Rochester town, which at the moment, of course, is impassable. Now, as you can see, there are streets and streets of houses down here that are all inundated, and the water, as I said, has come about 1.5 kilometres further than we were told it was going to come last night, and it's still rising. As we speak, there are people being plucked from at least one roof in town who are trapped because obviously everyone was caught unawares in this town. And this evening there's a public meeting in Echuca, about 30 kilometres further upstream, where that town will hear how they may be impacted. And given the size of this flow and how unexpected it is, it looks like the town of Echuca is in for a rough time over the next couple of days as well.